Hi, I'm Don, and this is Hi, I'm Don Radio. Thanks for coming back. Thanks for listening. Hey, cousin. Episode 4 Talking Money Hacks. Money Hacks. Yeah.
I got Terry Crews picture in my wallet. If you know, then you know. I'll cry Eugene Crab's tears if I ever thought that I was going broke.
I think that's going to be a song eventually. That's how my brain works. I come up with a line, a chorus, a bridge, what have you, and I kind of built the song from there. So I'm like, we're gonna do a music, Lord. We're gonna do a money episode, blah blah blah, whatever. And I was thinking about that, and I'm like, man, if you really want to save some money, you need to put a picture of Terry Crews in your wallet, like those memes on Facebook. And then I just sung it out. Welcome back, you guys. Happy Saturday. If you are Illinois bound like I am, it is snow everywhere. It is a white Christmas coming for sure. There are accidents, unfortunately. There is a no tow law that was being permitted again. They do it every winter. If it's not an emergency, they're not coming to get your car. This is fricked up. So fricked up. I do not like the snow. It's very pretty to look at, but no, 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 baby. No, no. Give me the summer, baby. Give me the summer. Hey, cousin. How are you? Christmas is coming up, so how do you feel about that? What are you most excited about? When you hear this, wherever you're hearing this, send me a message. Comment under the YouTube. Create a post and use hashtag Hi, I'm Don Radio and answer that question for me. What are you most excited about? What are you doing for Christmas? And also, what are you most excited about for 2026? What are you excited about for Christmas? What are you excited about for next year? And what are you doing for Christmas? Any plans? Are you going out of town? Are you cooking? Are you grilling? Is it warm where you are? Is it not warm where you are, but you're commuting to some warmth? Going to another family or friends or co-workers? Is there any holiday parties at work? Are you having like a spirit week at work and you guys dress up in awesome Christmas paraphernalia? Let me know. Share with me, cousin. I would like to know. But yes, I'm in Illinois, so woo. Very white everywhere, very cold everywhere. But what is definitely awesome is being here with you guys, no matter what the outside looks like, right? Very happy to be here with you guys. We are talking money today. Money hacks, ways to earn some extra money, just things like that. Nothing too big. But let's start off with a song, of course. Let's start off with a song. Let's start off with some music. Create that vibe. This is yours surely, Beauty the Bum, and this is called Patience.
Fine. what you gon' do. Can't stop and stew, cause we're on the move. Unsure, you should ask somebody looking for some pity. We don't throw them type of parties, not your girls. No, 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 no. Said no, 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 no. No, 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 not a no. Patience is a virtue. You have to find your spot in the sunroof. It takes patience. It takes patience. It takes patience. Takes patience. No, no.
Again, that was Patience by Beauty the Bum. We're talking money, money hacks, things money, ways to save money, ways to earn different money, or things about that dollar bill, y'all. So one of the things that I like the most, something I was drawn to even as a child, is bartering, right? Bartering is the exchanging of goods and services for goods and services with no monetary involvement, right? So this was before money was even a thing. Bartering, per my research, dates back to 6,000 BC. BC is before Christ, right? Before Christ, our Savior is born. Ooh. Come on, Temptations. Ooh. You better. Woo. Okay, sorry. Silent Night by the Temptations. That's my in my mind. It's something to jump about me. But 6,000 BC before Christ is where we could originate, locate the origin of bartering, right? We have Mesopotamia tribes. We have those tribes to thank for the introduction to bartering. And we know money was invented thereafter. Sometime thereafter, the first coin was minted in Lydia, which is modern Turkey, in the 7th century. And in 7th century BC. And paper money originated in China around 1020 AD. I understand bartering as just this awesome exchange. I don't understand just in personal preference. I don't understand why bartering isn't something that is used more often than not. And I think a lot of people are bartering and they don't understand that that's what they're doing, because there'll be an exchange between two persons, two businesses, or multiple businesses. And then when it's all said and done, there would be one of those parties that will come back with an invoice or wanting some type of monetary fulfillment when the bartering was the finishing of the deal. The deal is closed. I did a service, or I had a good that you liked. You perform a service or had a good that I liked. Bam, we exchanged it. We're even Stevens now. We're even Stevens. I think bartering is awesome. Um, we know bartering isn't obsolete, right? Because I think a lot of people don't realize that they are still bartering, right? But it did change drastically after the first coin was minted or what have you, and the paper money was printed. Bartering did make a prominent comeback in the 1930s during the Great Depression. So, with that in mind, if history repeats itself, and I'm not sure if the theory of society is that we're currently in the times of the new, what will be the Great Depression of today, right? Or are we close to it? I'm not sure if we're in the midst of the modern Great Depression. Are we almost there? Are we on the outskirts of it? I'm not sure what society as a whole has deemed that. necessarily. My point is, if that's the case, then bartering is going to make a strong comeback because the value of the dollar has decreased. We are no more longer minting pennies. US is no longer minting pennies. There are, if you have pennies, save those pennies. They everything will be rounded up to 5 cents. 5 cents will be the US penny now. That will be the smallest change. Very soon, and has already happened, a lot of businesses and big box places are transitioning out of money and into digital processes. Tap to pay. You can pay before you get to the store and just pick your things up. Again, and then debit cards and Bitcoin. There's you're able to pay at the register with Bitcoin in some places. I saw online. I was like, this is pretty advanced, pretty cool, very intense, very intense, intensifying. But this is what's happening, right? Most times we're selling services or selling goods or providing a service and selling goods. Then we get the paper money. Then we go buy goods or pay someone to perform another service. So when did this middleman get here? When did we get ice cream? I just don't get that. Please let me know if you know what movie I get that from. Again, when did we get ice cream? Was I sleeping? Please tell me you know what movie that is. Please tell me, you guys. I can't wait to find the cousins who remember who could catch all my little hints and jewels I throw in there. I can't help it. It's how I literally speak. But when do we get ice cream? Why? Why? Why can't we just barter? Why can't we go back to that as being the prevalent way of conducting business, right? So I did research that too. Didn't do a deep dive, did a shallow dive, right? And in essence, I just asked what are the disadvantages, what were the disadvantages of bartering? That most likely will help me narrow down what changed, other than society and the world advancing in ways where money became the root of how we do things, right? There was a reason for that. Now, my shallow dive was explaining that the disadvantages would be authenticity, right? If I bring you something and I tell you it's gold, let's talk about the origins of bartering. We're not talking about currently, where you could look up something right now, you can fact check it, you can take a picture of it, you can go to a pawn shop, you could find gold specialists and get someone to get you a quote, have things appraised. So let's take those things out. Those are modern things. Take away barter things as bartending. Oh my goodness, as bartering. As bartering goes, if you tell me it's gold and I have no way of validating, photo checking that, I just have to take your word for it. We have to build a trust. We have to have this word of mouth where, this person referred you and gave me the green light on your behalf. I trust you because of this person, this person. You do good business, and I got this review and this review and this referral. You get this good standing. Everyone talks about you and your business in good standing. But if you don't have good standing, I'm pretty sure a lot of people got away with a lot of things. Maybe you didn't know what you didn't know, but maybe you did and you presented it as something else. No matter what it really and truly is, it is what it is, right? So I can understand that lack of authenticity or not knowing what something could be. So I'm sure that did not help the decline of bartering. You could bring me any old thing. You could tell me, You could tell me it's water from the sides of the Himalayan mountain that's gonna heal me, and it's creek water, you know. It's rainwater off the side of a tin roof you got in Alabama. Yeah, you know, it could be anything. So that was like, okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty solid disadvantage of something having to be adjusted or abandoning bartending. Why do I keep want to say bartending? Bartering altogether. 'Cause, with that, the burden falls on the person who's receiving the questionable item or the questionable service or what have you. You know, you say you do hair, or you say you do this, or you say you do that, or you say this is real gold, this is real copper, this is real iron. um the burden of proof falls on me, on your body language, the way you say things, again, those referrals of me feeling like, oh, okay, this got to be what it is. I trust you. Here's your money, or here's that good, or here's that service, and we're all squared away. Another disadvantage is, what if I don't have something, or you don't have something that I want? You have a service, I have um I want to present you with a service for something. You want to present me with a service for something. I just don't have what you would want. I need this. I need this to complete this project. You know, you're a handyman or what have you. You have I need you to create this bookshelf for me or what have you. So you'll be able to get you have all the tools. You able to source the materials. You don't need me for those things. You'll just produce the product and give it to me, and in return you're asking for a service or a good, and then I offer to you the things I have available to sell, and I tell you the services I have, what I am able to do, what I am able to accomplish. And after I named all those things, say you don't want any of those things. None of those things. It has to be of value to you, something you need to use. It's not money. It's not something you would just have in the corner and be like, hey, I'm gonna use this one day. Eventually I could just buy whatever it was, so you wouldn't barter for something that you didn't need now or in the very near future. So I can understand how that, again, be a monkey wrench in the plan. um you're on a mission to exchange multiple things to get back to the first person to get the other thing. I can understand how those wires could be crossed, how that's a lot of extra work, and then how you may end up in a dead end. If I don't have this to get this, to exchange with him to get that, to exchange with her to get this, it's not going to get done, and you could hit a brick wall real fast. So I understand that as far as this disadvantages goes with bartering. Um, but money is not an imperfect process either. Money can be fake. Money rips. People rip money. People wet money. People put it in ungodly places, right? Again, the value of the dollar has decreased. You go to other places when you travel, and then you exchange your money for their money. It just, again, it's not a perfect system. And so bartending, oh my goodness, bartering. Whoa, bartering is one of those processes that I just think is awesome. Something you do, especially when you're like younger. When you're younger, you're a broke best friend, right? You don't have any money. Your world is school and things at that level that you deem important. And so, for the most part, I got a toy, you got a toy, I don't like this toy, you have a toy I do like. Maybe you could take one of the toys I don't like and I can get that toy. Maybe my mom got this for dinner and your mom got this for dinner, and I don't like this and I don't like this. So maybe we could come together and swap it out or smorgasbord it or what have you. Just little things like that. It's my first thoughts of where bartering comes from and where I kind of remember where I fit in with it. And that's definitely a money hack. Number one money hack. Barter for whatever you can't pay for at the moment. See if you could use your skills. Some people don't put that in perspective when they're in the midst of something. So put that in the forefront of your brain. You do handiwork, you our editor. You can you're great with English, with grammar. You do resumes. You make products. You make skincare products. You revamp jewelry. You're a reseller. You remake clothes. You print your own clothes. You're willing to clean. You're a cleaner by trade. You could do yard work, you do roof work, you're a roofer, you do drywall, you do demolition. Um, you're great with children, you're trustworthy, you can do childcare, you can walk dogs, you can do the cat sit, you can create a cat cafe, like whatever it is, barter that, push that forward without that. So instead of, hey, how much does this cost? About whatever, if that you can't move that mountain with money, think about bartering. Think about offering something of yourself, a skill that you have, in place of what you were going to try to give for money. And just let me know how that works for you. If you even like that, is that something you currently do with your friends or family or business peers? Do you barter? Do you like bartering, cousin? Let's talk about that, yeah. In the comments, hashtag hi, I'm Don Radio. One, I want you to make fun of me for keep saying bartending when I mean bartering, okay? Just put bartending, LOL. That's the running joke this episode is bartending, okay? Instead of bartering. But yes, let's talk about it. Let's talk about bartering. Let's talk about how you feel about that, if you are doing that, and just all things that, right? So I want to play some more music, and then we're going to listen to a few more songs and a few words from our sponsors.
Becky of Stitches of Love Crocheting is looking for more participants for her crocheting class in Lewistown, Illinois, Sycamore Acres on December 10th and December 12th from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Find her social media, her Facebook page, Stitches of Love, to find out more. Hi, I'm Don, and I'm your favorite cousin. I'm also the host of Hi, I'm Don Radio, and a serial entrepreneur. You should be shopping my brand, Don's Beauty and Fashion. You can find my website at donsbeauty.universe. That's DONSBEAUTY.UNIVER.SE. Hey, goddess. Are you struggling with hereditary acne, particularly before and after having children, or find it challenging to establish a consistent skincare routine? Let us guide you in discovering a personalized routine that addresses the root cause of your acne, providing a long-term solution to alleviate associated stress. Goddess X Skin is here for you now. Follow Goddess Glow Collections on Facebook. That's Goddess Glow Collections.
Shout out to the sponsors. Shout out to Goddess Glow Collection. Shout out to Stitches of Love here in Illinois. We love you down. Thanks for listening. Thanks for always tuning in. So back to some music now. I'm going to play two songs. I'm going to play Can't Love You Anymore by Tarai. It came off of his 2023 Caribbean Blues album. And then I just found Kennedy Ryan. She has a song called Water Your Grass, and it's featuring Juicy J. Come on now, girl. It's so awesome. Independent artists unite. I hope you guys like their music. We're going to start off with Tarai.
I told myself I wouldn't, I couldn't do without. You told me, baby, sorry, come over, let's figure out. My heart's an armored fortress, you know that it's guarded hard. And yet you walked your way in just to see it fall apart. I can't love you anymore, 'cause I'll hurt I would never say no, never leave your heart cold like you did. Put you on a pedestal, glass always half full, so you say. I give you all of my love, always looking up above, confused and seeing where I went wrong. When it's you all alone, man, go ahead. I can't love you anymore, 'cause I'll hurt you like you did to me before. I'll never hate you, but please get out that door, so you won't break me and leave me on the floor.
Why chase a bag when you don't know how to flip it? Quick to post it on the gram, fingers twisted, mind your business. Out here trying to keep on competition. You impressing strangers, why is that your new addiction? Every time they flex, you take the fake. Lame niggas always willing to procreate. The same state of mind, they can't escape. Damn nigga, what you mad for? Niggas get to prospering, now you acting like an asshole. Soon as your partner got some motion, you start clapping when the song goes number one. Screaming out of pappy, you should wanna evolve with your niggas. You would rather walk the mall with your niggas, just so you could walk a few laps, rock a few tags. But when the weekend's over, you gon' send it right back, yeah. Call me up when you detached. I can hang with niggas focused on the things they like. Grab a can, water your grass. Hating ain't an option when you focused on your path. But you would rather be led by what you consume. You bob and weave when it's time for you to bloom. Once you come around, niggas clear the room.
Yeah. Listen, man, all that cloud chasing gotta stop. Ain't nobody never got rich by pocket watch. No, sir. You be clicking up with niggas you don't even know, but they got some money, so you call them big bro. Tryna make sure you get a picture you can post. Acting like a groupie, boy, you scan all the hoes. You know the type, always got his hands out for something. When he need to be hustling, his baby need huggies. I don't follow trends, Juicy J a trendsetter. Buying out sacks while I charge up the Tesla. Fuck around, see your baby mama in my pic. Now you somewhere on somebody's couch sick. Grow the fuck up.
Worry about that though. No.
Let me paint a picture like my name was Ryon. I'm a star, nigga. You can call me Swank Pacino. I hate them niggas that be talking like they keep casino. But when you call them out, they falling flat like double B-nose. Look, I ain't got no time or no patience for no niggas who got kids who be driving in they baby mama Benz. He rather stunt for the man dumb indigents. And if they shake my hand, nigga, I get out of ring. Put the 5 fingers, say to Charlie Murphy. You niggas make me sick. That shit hella dirty, and I'm hella pretty. Records hit a milli. Me and Ken back to back like Shaq and Penny. You hit me with a record deal, okay, whatever. And you want my masters, nigga, gotta do better. Never selling souls for the fame and cheddar. Blessings rain down, I just enjoy the weather.
Why chase a bag when you don't know how to flip it? Quick to post it on the gram, fingers twisted, mind your business. Out here trying to keep on competition. You impressing strangers, why is that your new addiction? Every time they flex, you take the fake. Lame niggas always willing to procreate. The same state of mind, they can't escape.
That last song was Water Your Grass by Ryon. And that first song was Can't Love You Anymore by Tarai. Welcome back, cousin. We're talking money, that dollar bill, right? I'm just throw out some hacks, okay? I'm going to name, like some websites, some apps, things you should research and implement on your own, and some words of encouragement all into one, right? So first thing, support and tenacity is what you would need, okay? First thing is support and tenacity is what you'll need for what I'm about to say. To start transitioning away from the job and the career you have that you're not happy with. One of the money hacks that I think I am going to encourage the most is definitely finding something that you enjoy. And your perception of the money will change. And I feel like that's a good hack. That's a good hack to have. You have a job and career now, and you want to transition into another job, career, profession, what have you. I find that it is easier to digest money and how it makes the world go round when I'm happy doing whatever it is that I am doing. So that's some encouragement, cousin, okay? Go for that degree. Go for those licenses. Try that new thing out to see if you like it. You don't want to do construction. Try demolition. Do you want to be part of the team that just gets to wreck it, Ralph? Do it. Do it. Do it. Ugh, do it. Shoot, why not? Who's stopping you? Go ahead. You're not going to know until you know. You have to try, you have to swing at it and miss to know how it even felt to swing, right? Go and do that. Why not, cousin? What else do you have to lose, right? So that's my first hack. I come from a big city, Chicago, Illinois. Born and raised, went to Dunbar. That's where I spent most of my days. And coming from a big city, there's always someone moving, someone hiring, something developing. So having more access to a lot more resources in a big city is something someone in a smaller city would not have as much access to. So commute. And heck, if you can commute to a better opportunity that gives you more income, and the commute there makes sense and doesn't put you back in your same income bracket based on. So if you're close by your job now and you pay nothing in commute, but you only make this much and you're not happy, but you gotta commute 20-30 minutes outside of your area for a better job that makes you happy and also increase in what you earn. If that 20-30 minutes to commute there does not put you back in your same earning income, I think it makes sense to me. And then what if what if it doesn't make sense to me? What if it makes sense to you? What if your happiness is okay with the happy new job that you've done, the new career path you've done, and you don't care that 20-30 minute commute and the money that it takes to get there, it all comes out in the wash, it's worth it, then hey, do your thug. That works for me too. If it works for you, cousin, just throwing out some stuff, just throwing out some things. You take what you want to take and you leave what is not for you so someone else may take it. Another thing from coming from the big city is that 2008, 2009 was the development of temporary work and gig work. So by the time I left high school, graduated 2013, it had hit its fever pitch, right? So now we have, but 09 to 2013, we have a Clipboard and Wonolo and Airbnb was born and Uber Lyft was born in that time frame and stuff like that. These are temporary work. This is gig work. Essentially, I do what my W-2s or my W-4s. I fill that out. I download this app. I put in my ID. They do a background check. and now I'm free with the schedule and money in the palm of my hand on my smartphone. So I have a couple of those apps that some people may not know, may not use, and certain things based on where you are. Um, it may not be in partnership with that app. They may not have your city there yet, or they may have it and you just never heard of the app. So I feel like you should take these apps that I'm going to name. I think you should write them down, download them, see if they're available in your city, and I think you should knock it out. That right there might change the dynamic. If I'm able to do 8 hours in this location for blah 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 for this amount and whatever, but I can download this app and I can Uber and Lyft for 4 hours straight and make more, or it works better for my schedule, what have you. Do it, cousin. Do whatever makes life easier. Why not, right? So those apps, these gig apps, these temporary work apps, I'm just gonna name all the ones I got listed right now. Just kind of dive into the ones that I know that I've used, right? So you got TaskRabbit, you got Ask and, you got Airbnb, you have Uber and Lyft, you have Handy, you have Home Glow, you have Thumbtack, you have Turno, you have Clipboard, you have Be My Eyes, you have Papa you have Instawork, Onolo, Indeed, Flex, and JobStack. Now, what these things offer as far as work, well, a lot it's a good mixture of things. So that's also good, right? Now, the apps that I've actually used, I have used TaskRabbit. TaskRabbit, it has different categories, and I use TaskRabbit as a cleaner. So, as a cleaner, self had my own cleaning business, and then worked for a family cleaning business. You had your, as long as I come up, I show up with my cleaning equipment. Um, that's all she wrote. You don't need a specific license or anything to clean, right? Commercial, whether it's commercial or residential, I did both. Handy, which is not like TaskRabbit, but TaskRabbit has a plethora of things. You could find someone to come fix your bookshelf. Like you could have someone do your grocery for you if you're older or you're taking care of your older family. It's something like that. You can various different tasks from what do you like, as if you're what am I trying to say, like an assistant for a day, to someone who is stuck at the office, a lawyer, whatever. They kind of hire someone to go run things and get things and staple this and blah blah whatever for the day, or however you could just hire someone through the app for the day when you need them. It wasn't something permanent. You didn't have to do all these contracts or what have you. And there's this obviously good honor policy underneath, where if I don't show up for my job, if I take something that doesn't belong to me when I leave from your home or what have you, there is a good check and balance where I'll be reprimanded. There's a good customer service, I remember, for TaskRabbit, as well as Handy. Handy is yeah, I remember Handy was more of cleaning. I think Handy is more of a prominent cleaning app. There is like a strike system. You can get paid right away and kind of cash it out. But I do remember doing a background check, so they make sure that you're not a predator or a monster or what have you, going to people's homes, what have you. Be My Eyes. Now, I don't remember earning any money from Be My Eyes, but to able to have an app where someone who is blind can use the app and I could help them. So they will open the app, essentially. They were talking to the app and let the app know what they need help with. And then a call goes out and it rings to everyone who has the app. You click it. When you hear it, you go bam. It's kind of like one of those, like a buzzer on a game show. It just goes bling bling bling, and the first person to get to it, who's available and whoever has the app, no matter what state you in or what have you, whoever's the first person to press that buzzer gets connected, and they help this person with something. I only was able to take one call, so maybe you had to take multiple calls to get an income eventually, but I think it's very. So yeah, I may so yes, I'm not sure if you make an income from there, from Be My Eyes. But again, I think it was rewarding, something worth mentioning, an app I definitely used. Another app I used was InstaWork. So InstaWork was more retail factory work, is what I accomplished on the app, I believe. But for the most part, it was general labor, and it may have been some cleaning jobs, but it would be a janitorial role. So the janitorial role or sanitation role at a big box company or something of that nature, they would be able to, small businesses, smaller businesses, big box companies, or what have you, would use this app to fulfill a labor need when they needed someone. So I was able to work, look on the schedule, look at shifts up to the day of, and up to what, 3 or a few hours before. Definitely came in handy, and when I needed it, was able to cash out fairly fast. I want to say a 24 to 48 hour period, because I remember just what situation I was in when I was utilizing that app, and it was very useful. Something to look into wasn't just money or hacks or what have you. Check your Cash Apps. Cash Apps has induced new features, has introduced, Lord, but introduced new features to borrow money. So you'll be able to, get a 20 or what have you, until you're able to load more money on your Cash App. That's a nice handy feature to have. A overdraft, so to speak, if you would need that cushion or what have you to that next pay period, or from one end to another. I think those apps are worth looking into, again, after I actually used. And if they are available where you are, you should definitely look into those. Another money hack would be life insurance. Did you know that the proper policy can bring generational wealth behind you for your loved ones once you've departed? Also, there are emergency funds, trusts, and even retirement funds you can learn more about. I'm studying for my life license and learning the business. So here's a word for one of our sponsors, who's also my mentor.
Now hiring remote agents. Are you looking to change your career? I made an $125 investment. That is now $49 for the entire month of December. Contact me on my social media, Don, or my mentor, Liz Stevens, at 773-992-6507 to learn more about this opportunity.
Yes, yes, call or text Liz. She'll get you squared away and answer all your questions. Also, message me. Send us a message in the bottom, in the comments, wherever you may listen to this awesome radio podcast, and I'll get you the information you need. We will link up together. You'll be taken care of, my love. The last set of money hacks I have, okay? Pay active. Some companies offer pay active, and it's just another kind of borrow until your payday, new modern payday loan type of feature, type of situation. Look up pay active, see if that works for you. Look up what that is, download the app, see if that works, if your employer is in partner with pay active. definitely something that came in handy. Was able to borrow from worked hours before the check got there. So if I worked a day and I worked 8 hours, within 24 hours, I'll be able to use that money that I worked and had already earned. Definitely came in handy. Just a money hack, something that may be able to help. Sometimes you just need that, right? Another set of my last money hacks, Coinstar machine. Do you have a lot of coins? Do you get paid in tips? Save all those coins, but don't forget to cash them. Round them all up. Get to a Coinstar machine or your bank. They may be a little disgruntled that they have to count these pennies and dimes and coins or what have you, but that's their job. If you go to a coin-based machine, it's the good robots, and we can utilize them that way. Get that coin-based machine cooking. Get all your coins together, take it to the money center inside that Walmart, that Target, that Schnucks, that Myers, wherever that coin-based machine may be, and they will cash you out right there in cash. Good money hack. But save the US penny. Hey, save the US penny. We are no longer minting the US penny, okay? In the very near future has already happened, and a lot of people have not noticed yet, but everything that ends in a dollar in a penny will be rounded to the 5. So the nickel will be the new penny. There will be no more pennies. We won't be using any more pennies. They won't be giving pennies out as change until we most likely try to advance past paper money altogether. But save your pennies, save your pennies, save your pennies. Save your pennies. I think it'll be worth something maybe in the future. And I don't know, maybe we can harvest the copper. I'm not sure. Just save your pennies because they may not even take them. They may not even take them in the near future. Another hack, become a reseller. Do you not like trends? Are you like episode 3? We talked about patterns. Can you notice patterns? Are you on trend? Do you see trends? Have you noticed trends? Do you have family, daughters, sons, nieces, nephews, co-workers, family that got to have this thing or that thing that just may be the buzz of the world at the time? If you were to navigate that a certain way, you could sell things and make a nice profit. It may not be a business model that everyone agrees with. People have such a very riveting debate online about resellers, and I think a lot of that has to be with them taking the time and the energy to buy things, and the general public don't get a chance to enjoy said thing because this person came to buy it all out before anyone got to enjoy anything. They don't feel that's fair. I agree with that. As a reseller, that's not my business model. As a reseller, that's not my process. That's not what I do. I don't buy trend items and try to sell them. I'm more of a hands-on creator type. So I don't go buy the things and then resell the things for $100 million more. That's not the way I resell. If I see things of quality, I resell them or rehab them, sew them up, fix them up, maybe put my own designs on them, rework them into other things, and then resell them as newer pieces, as upgraded pieces, as upcycled pieces. And having that base of pay being whatever it is. If I have a North Face jacket that may had a little wear and tear, and I thrifted it, if I fix that hole and then I also add some embellishments, that's upcycling. That's a reworked item or garment, and the base rate of what I would sell that will start off or what the garment is worth before I did my work to it at that price. add the shipping, time, labor, what have you, right? And then I would sell that. That is a business. That's reselling. And I would encourage everyone to be on eBay. I really should looked it up. eBay has been around since many moons, and it's probably the platform I sell on the most. When did I start this business? 2018, 2019. I started at be my entrepreneurship journey in general. And I've been selling on eBay that whole time. So, and it's 2025, and I just sold something. I believe some gel press on nails I made. I just sold a pair of those. It's just awesome, just awesome. So maybe maybe you could do a reseller. Maybe you could do it. Just because someone doesn't agree with something doesn't mean that it's wrong or it's not illegal. There's Starbucks barista cups and these Labubu dolls and what have you. If you see those and you buy them in a place that has a heavily populated, and you take it somewhere, or you take it somewhere where it's least popular, you see them. A lot of people aren't buying a bunch of them because maybe they don't know, they don't care. Maybe you go to a very small town that has older people who don't really know what these things are, don't really care about these trends and what have you, but they have a Starbucks and it's there, or they have a blah 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 shop and these items are there, and you buy them and you put them online and make them available for people who are somewhere where it's highly populated and it's sold out fast, and now they have that hunger, that desire. They are willing to pay obscene amounts of money because of that demand. They gotta have it, gotta have it. And you can make money off of that very fast. I just gave you some game right there. Listen to it. Bam. Gave you some game. Another place is skip spring cleaning. Who said you had to wait till spring? Here's another hack. Winter cleaning. Why I gotta be spring cleaning? Winter cleaning. Why you need to clean your home before the start of the 2026 either. You should rework the house from here to spring anyway, right? Let's rework that house. Let's wash and get these jeans and old coats and new da-da-da. And even if it's right after Christmas, once they get the new toys and new coats, take the old coats and the old hats and the old whatever, wash them up good and give them to some people who need them, or sell them, resell them, upsell them, what have you. That's a good hack as well. If you have some pieces that are worth gaining a profit from, maybe a game system, and you upgraded a game system from this to that, you, instead of just giving this system away, you will want a profit back from that, at least a little bit of what you had purchased for, what have you. You have a right to do that, right? So yeah, just think of that. Think of Facebook Marketplace and apps like that, where you're able to sell your things locally. Also pick up local pickup, delivery. You can also do shipping via Facebook Marketplace as well. eBay and Facebook Marketplace is where I'm able to sell often, and I buy often there, and it's really a great system, local. Get to see the people that are around you, the things that they have, and hold them accountable when they have good things available. You buy good things and you just kind of keep that relationship going. On Facebook, you're able to kind of rate the seller, rate the buyer, let the Facebook and the algorithm, whatever, know how your experience was, and what kind of person you were dealing with, or what kind of person you were. Now, yes, we know you got to take things with a grain of salt. They can go on the other side and type nonsense and say you were this and you weren't that, but we're not. We're gonna speak in a way where we don't have to worry about that, right? So it has great potential, and a potential to make a profit in that way. And that's the rest of my money hacks. I hope you got something out of that. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you had some money fun a little bit. So I actually want to end on a Separate note on a music note, totally unrelated. Okay, so boom. Episode 1, we was talking about winter blues, right? Something I'm navigating also. So I'm in this space where I want to watch, I want to, just watch a lot of things from like my childhood, things to bring me comfort, shows, and what yada yada yada. And my thing is, a lot of those things could be on repeat. So I'm watching like several different shows, and I'm not like I'm watching them all at the same time, if that makes sense. Um, so anyway, in the midst of that, find a movie, think of a movie, get those nostalgia feelings and warm butterfly feelings or what have you. And one of my comfort movies is The Fighting Temptations. And I love this movie. If you've never seen The Fighting Temptations with Beyonce, Cuba Gooding Jr., and a great cast, it's free on YouTube. It's free on the very YouTube you are probably listening to this on, and also on Spotify. But if you're on YouTube, it's free with ads on YouTube. It's been free on YouTube for years. I don't know. Um, I don't know of a time where you had to pay for this, or at least on YouTube. But for years, it's just there. It's kind of on like a playlist that I can always find it. Again, it's a comfort show that I could watch. I'm pretty sure it's on Stars or some other platform. If you got a big pockets, I'm sure you can find it. But here's that budget friendly option. So watching I'm getting ready. I went to sleep watching it, woke up getting ready for my day, and continue watching the movie. And I saw Angie Stone. I saw Angie Stone in the movie, and I started crying because I forgot she was in the movie, and it made me remember that she had just recently passed. Emotions taking me over, caught up in sorrow. Yes, so I was just like, oh my goodness. So just a random thought, cousin, because we cousins, we can do this. So I'm watching it, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I love this lady. I love this lady so much. Up seeing her, she had locks in her hair at this point. Uh, it was just a joy to see her, and I just got to thinking as I'm watching it in my 30-year-old self. As I watched this movie for so long, so many times, so many years, had it on DVD at one point. Okay, on DVD. I had it on DVD at one point. Just the same. Right. I just was sitting there thinking like, man, as a child, I didn't really understand how star-studded that cast was. Just think about it, put it in perspective. That is a star-studded cast. Man, you got Melba Moore, you got the OJs, you got Beyonce, of course. Zayn was a rapper. It was another rapper. I can't even think of dude's name. Um, Montel Jordan. This is how we do it. He was a big tall one with the afro who had the high pitched voice. Who was talking to him? It's the song when I used to wail real high. You want me to do that for you? Please watch this movie. It's my movie. And, I don't think I realized who they were at first. And then over time, I think it still took me a moment to just really realize who is in this beautiful movie. Very, of course, I knew Faith Evans. I recognized her right off the bat, and Shirley Caesar right off the bat. And the church is in mourning. Yes, I was like, what? Um, so I'm watching the movie, I'm enjoying it. I'm going through those emotions as I'm watching it. I'm grieving Angie Stone as I'm watching it. I'm singing all the songs. I'm loving all the parts. I'm smiling from face to ear to what is the actor? I can't think of his name. The actor that played Mr. Gaines off of was it A Different World. He's so funny. And just I love this movie, right? And I get through the movie. It's got, ending credit song. And it's one of those ending credits where it puts the name next to the face as they, singing or what have you. The ending song. Looking at it, whatever. I'm dancing and bobbing to the ending credit song. Dancing bob. As I'm trying to turn it off, because I'm not going to watch the whole thing. I mean, my eye, as I press like click out of it, my eyes land on the words Chloe Bailey on the screen. So I'm instantly, you remember Shrek? Hold the phone. What? Wait, pause. Flag on the Shrek. Flag on the play. Just flag, flag, flag. What do you mean? So I instantly go back to the movie, go all the way to the end, and watch the credits again. And pause it. And it says Chloe Bailey's name. It says Chloe Bailey. I don't know if you. I was today years old. Didn't know. Just noticed. Chloe Bailey didn't have a big role. She was Lily, the main Beyonce's little self. So that was her sitting on the stairs with the younger Darren, saying, "I'm sorry, I want to marry Michael Jackson." That was Chloe Bailey. And in my brain, just think about it. Do you think it's a coincidence that she was in that movie with Beyonce and here we are 2025 and she signed to Beyonce? It's like my brain was like, what? You know, these people are, when you think about Hollywood and all of that, it comes to find out these people are cousins of each other, and they know each other, their families, and it's kind of like Rockefeller. And again, they've been on the scene for a minute, you know, trying to work it since they was 2 and 5 and 4 and 6 and 8 and 12, and you know. But I could have sworn they told us they came to Hollywood when they was 30 with $4 in their pocket and a dream. But your cousins is in Hollywood, and that's your auntie and that's your uncle. Somebody is lying. That's all I'm saying. Somebody's lying. Random thoughts. Random thoughts, but I had to share cousin because who else I'm gonna tell? But my cousins, right? Random thoughts with cousins. Thanks so much. Thank you so much for listening to me, being here with me as I am here with you. Do not forget hashtag hi, I'm Diane Radio. Tell me what you thought of the episode. Let me know what you're doing for Christmas. Let me know what you're hoping for, going for, reaching. Yes. In 2026, just let me know. Message me wherever you are listening to this podcast, on YouTube or Spotify. Message me on Facebook. Message me on Instagram. Message me on TikTok. It doesn't really matter. Just talk to me, cousin. And know that I'm going to give you a phone call really soon. You answered my last phone call. Good job, cousin. But don't miss my next phone call. I don't want to have to talk to you all the way into episode 5 on Tuesday. Okay, cousin? Answer the phone when I call. All right. Before I go, one last song. Katae, Use Me. Dope artist from Illinois. Just found her music a couple days ago. I hope you enjoy. Until next time. Bye, you guys. I'm done. Bye, cousin.
But I don't find it funny. Isn't it lovely how you're all alone? Come on, repatriate, and now I'm all gone. You got 6 seconds like we on Vine. I ain't wasting my time no more. I could tell just by looking in your eyes why the fuck you hide behind them for. It's so confusing, I'm addicted to your smile. You can leave it like an open door. Oh, I receive it like an open score. My intuition just keeps me so torn. But I hope that you see what I show is the shit I'm using. 'Cause I don't find it funny, but you take me as a joke. choosing me, I know it. All these motherfucking red flags gon' show it. Baby, I know it. Baby, I'm